all right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for turning up. Uh, you're welcome to Hops Global. Over here, we do deliver back to back when it comes to the crypto in space, primarily focusing on the Pi network. Okay, and that is what we do, focusing on the Pi network. Today, we're going to have the discussion about a very important topic called the GCV. Okay, the GCV, and we're going to learn about what it is, its importance when it comes to in the crypto space with the Pi network involved. Now, the GCV currently stands at a price of 314,159 United States dollars. Okay, and for all those who are here and stayed on, thank you so much for staying. We're starting all afresh, but we're going to make sure that we keep to what was planned for the day, and that is to get to the bottom of GCV and what it all entails. Apologies for the earlier incidents with regards to the connection. You're welcome to Hobbs Global once again. Like I said today, the opportunity is going to be there for each and every one of you, especially those who are turned up to come online and have, give express their thoughts regarding the matters at hand. We all know that the deadline for the KYC is up and approaching. We only have about 10 days thereabout, if I'm right. And for that matter, a lot is ongoing at the moment. So people are running wild trying to get their referrals in. Today, the topic is going to be all about GCV regarding the Pi Network uh, coin. With the Pi Network coin or Pi Network launching or coming on Mainnet in the first quarter of this year, there have been a lot of speculations in the general public regarding the potential value of the Pi coins. However, the Pi community as a whole have already made a decision on the value that they want it to have. And rightfully so, after so many years of mining, after so many years of the Pi network being functioning, it is only right that the community gets to decide how much value to put on the on its cryptocurrency. Currently, the Pi coin is the Pi network is the most searched cryptocurrency or info data online, and for good reason too, because it is very important that we stick to it. Now, if today is your first time tuning up to Hobbs Global, I strongly advise that you subscribe to the channel so that you'll be able to catch up on things as they happen. Now, we had about 17 or 18 people online, so we are waiting for most of them to turn up. However, without wasting much time, we're going to start as it is. If today is your first time turning up, thank you so much for coming. Today's special announcement is that everybody is going to have the opportunity to jump online, especially the hoppers, to join the show live. We'll be allowing up to about 6 users to participate for 30 minutes. Okay. If you'd like to join, make sure that you are ready for the interactive segment. Okay, which is going to be the very last 30 minutes before the show comes to an end. Now, if you are here when the whole issue with the connection started, I'm very my apologies for that. However, I am very committed to you guys to bring you the up-to-date information with the Pi network involved, and that is why we are here today. We're going to find out where the GCV all came from and how the history behind it. I've prepared myself today for you to be able to get up-to-date information on that. Now, the GCV stands at a value in United States dollars of 314,159 per Pi coin. What does this mean? It means that for every Pi coin, okay, the potential of it to have a value of 314,159, is it a possibility? Is it reality or not? Majority of the community agree to this value or agree to this fact. And as a result of it, as a result, we see yes, it is possible, because at the end of the day, it is the community that okay. Once mainnet goes on, the value of the cryptocurrency is going to be determined not by any other person but the people that use it, okay, and the community. So if the community has stated this, absolutely, it would definitely have the potential to have that value. That is a strong belief of the Pi community, and as a result, hence the GCV, which stands for the Global Consensus Value. Excuse me. The global consensus value as it's coming from the Pi community. So on to the main discussion for today. Okay, the segment. So the first segment, we're going to be understanding what GCV means. Now, GCV, like I said, the global consensus value is a decision that's has been agreed by the Pi community regarding the value of one Pi coin. After 45 years of mining, the community indeed have earned the right to say that. Now, to further back that point, the developer of the Pi community or Pi network, which is Sir Nicholas, made a statement that the value of Pi coin, okay, is going to be determined by the pioneers or by the people that actually use it. And in this case, the pioneers have also said their say, and the agreement have come on a global scale that this is the value of Pi coins. Now, on mainnet, if the value of Pi coin is 314,159 United States dollars, which is a lot of money, just to make it very clear, it is a lot of money. However, if it does happen that way, that is going to send shockwaves throughout the crypto industry or the cryptoverse. And for that, we are here for it. So it's a reference to the mathematical constant known as pi. Okay, and this is the community's aspiration as pioneers. Now I'm going to read a real quick update on where the GCV actually came from. Okay, how the whole concept came about, and then we'll take it off from there and we'll move on to that. So the Pi Network launched. So the Pi Network was launched in 2019. Okay, Pi Network was created to address challenges in traditional cryptocurrency mining, which typically required expensive hardware and significant energy consumption. Now, by allowing mining through smartphones, Pi Network sought to democratize access to cryptocurrency. The network was built on the idea of creating a decentralized, user friendly cryptocurrency that anyone with a smartphone could mine and use. Now, currently, moving on to the GCV concept, as Pi Network grew in popularity, discussions about its valuation arose, which is very typical for every cryptocurrency, especially the ones that came about around the community. Now, as these discussions rose up within the community of Pi Network, the users started talking about the potential global consensus or the GCV to estimate what a single Pi coin might be worth once it is available for trading on open exchanges. Okay. Now, what a single Pi coin might be worth once it's available for trading on an open exchanges. Now, some of these communities suggested that value similar to Pi, okay, a value similar to the symbol which the coin stands for, should be the basis, okay, for this. Now, the community or the Pi community were torn in two sections. On one section, they suggested that one Pi coin should be around the figure of $314.159. Okay, 314 $0.159. And then on the other hand, um, others also suggested that the the value should be $314. Okay, $314. So we have 314,159 or 314 dollars. Okay, meaning that it's not a comma but a dot. So after 314.159, which is 314,159. Others said, well, no, we want it to be 314,159. So now based on just a change in the mark, whether it's a dot or a comma, can majorly change or on a larger scale change the value that we are looking at. Now, some of them, like I said it's $314.159, meaning that it's $314 dollars for one. The others said no, the value could be more than that, and that it should be 314,159, raising the value really, really high. Now, based on the famous mathematical concept, of course. Now, the criticism and speculation. Now, the idea of assigning a fixed price to Pi coins based on GCV has been met with people having some skepticism, but then others also agreeing on it with enthusiasm. And as for me, like I said, I'm a big supporter of the Pi network, and I agree with whichever direction we go. However, I'll be more happy if we get 314,159. But my opinion is if we're going to go to the right, which is 314,159, it's going to require a lot of work from us. Not just me, you, and every other person who is a pioneer. We need to work and work for what we are talking about. Okay. Now, if the value comes up to that amount, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Let me know in the comment section. Are you ready for it? For one Pi coin to be worth 314,159 US dollars. That is a huge amount of money, and I'm pretty sure everybody will be smiling at the end of the day. So now with the criticism coming through, that was how it led to. But now on a global scale, the agreed value is the 314, comma 159. Now that is not to say if the value comes in at 314 points, we will not accept it. At the end of the day, even starting at the 314.159 is still a huge boost in terms of the value. And I think with that alone, we are going to even see the coin being shot up above at least Pi Network coin will be somewhere top 10 or even top 5. Yeah, top 5. I won't put it past it. So far, the only cryptocurrency which is I think third, and sometimes it switches off and on is Solana. But yeah, that is what we are looking for, or we are looking at right now. So the current status as of now is that the Pi network has not yet entered the open mainnet, which we all know we are waiting for the open mainnet, which is going to be the first quarter of this year, during which external trading would be allowed. Now, that is a key thing that we have to know here. So the thing that's going to affect this is basically, like I said, the key thing that it will be how much trading are we doing with PiCoin? If majority of pioneers just throwing in the money to exchange it, it was not going to work. It's not going to work. We need to have the foundation solid. If the Pi core team, as I know, they always watch my videos, and thank you so much for watching it. So unofficially, the Pi core team have not agreed to the GCV in terms of approving of it, But then, like I said, Sir Nicholas did say that is the pioneers who are going to make the decision in terms of how much value the coin is going to be. Their bit is doing the technical aspect and making sure that the network is up and running and ready to face any challenges that it comes on. We have Hussein in the house. Thank you so much. How's the value going to be 314? Yeah, not to mention the others that migrated yet that haven't migrated yet. We will require every main corporation to back up this price. Yeah. So like I said, for us to hit that 314,159, there's going to be we have to take over a lot of hurdles. Okay, we have to overcome a lot of hurdles, and that for that reason, I'm not saying that the hurdles are something that we cannot overcome. So he's saying even though what you're saying is right, but there are more coins than 5 billion. The Pi Network team, Pi Network has over 100 billion, over 100 billion Pi coins. Okay, but then we have 1 billion in that has been allocated to the liquidity pool, which I've said about, and then there's going to be 20 billion, which is going to be with the team, PICO team. Now the remaining amount is what is going to be distributed, or that is left with the pioneers. And let's not forget, the one that have been mined by the entire pioneers, we have lockups within them. So if you take away the lockups out of that remaining amount, okay, what that which is left is going to further even decrease because of those who failed KYC, those who for one reason or the other lost their phones or lost interest after mining the coin, they just lost interest and they just deleted the account. That's not to say that the coin is going to return back. It has been mined and it's going to be left stuck on their account in a sense, kind of like in limbo, because the person, unless the person opens up their account again and they'll have access to it. But other than that, let's know that majority of the Pi coins that are available, as in that have been mined in total, majority of it will be lost because of people losing, not passing KYC, people falling with the network because of the for example, the anti-terrorism list, which if you go to your checklist, you will see it in number 8. It's written there, and those that are going to have issues with governments that have been reported on the global scale. So all these things are going to further reduce the amount or the quantity of PyCon that are going to be available during this time, and that is going to majorly affect the the amount of coins in circulation. So based on all these, it starts to reason that the possibility of the value going up is going to be high. Now, on an individual basis, no single pioneer have, I bet to differ, or this is not 100%, but there's a possibility. Okay, there's a possibility that not even out of, let's say, 5 or out of 100 pioneers, you will not get at least 3 or 4, 5 people who have uh, had at least 10,000 Pi coins being migrated into their wallet. At least, yes. So we are looking within the figures of, let's say, 5,000 Pi coins at most. 5,000, 6,000 Pi coins. Personally, the one that I know is only 4,000. That person had 4,000 Pi coins migrated to their account. And this is somebody who did an early start. So based upon this, it further reduces the amount in circulation. And that is also going to affect the price, because it's going to lift the value of Pi coin up, because there's going to be scarcity, which is a key thing if you want the value of your cryptocurrency to be elevated that high. So this is something that we are expecting to see in the Pi community, or in the Pi valuation getting closer to mainnet. Now let's continue on this. So based on this global consensus, future Pi Network futures, including whether the GCV will hold any meaning, will largely depend on how it performs once it is fully open and integrated into the cryptocurrency. Now, this brings me to something which I said, that once this GCV was agreed on, a further addition or further expansion of this came into being. And what is that? The Pi community in Indonesia actually have taken the further steps regarding or towards this, okay, towards the achievement or towards the bringing into fruition of the Pi being at the value of 314,159. Okay, Golden Star says, remember Golden Pioneers, the value is intricately there, as well as the active trading in the enclosed mainnet at the GCV value of 314.159. So you see, golden value, so yours says 314.159, meaning $314. Now for $314, it's somehow very realistic. Like I said, based on the way you place it, it makes a lot of difference. If you say 314, comma 159, that means 314,159 United States dollars. Now, if you say 314.159, that means 314 dollars. Sorry, $314, 159. So based on the way you place it, it makes the difference. So we have to be careful with the way we place it so that we don't confuse ourselves and confuse others too. So, but whichever both ways, it's still going to stand. It will stand if the pioneers want it to stand. Okay. So any exchange says so any exchange that lists our digital currency at Pi. Yeah. So definitely any exchange that I mean reputable ones, of course. So each exchange would have to comply with the list price to reflect our price. Well, absolutely. I strongly believe that 314 is more than doable, and it's a value which I think is very relevant and something that can be within for the Pi network. So the GCV basically officially it has not been approved by the Pi Core team, and of course for obvious reason. If they approve it, then they are saying that okay, this is the value of price. So it's a very smart move for Sir Nicholas to say that yes, it's going to be determined by the pioneers. I agree with that. Now clarify that okay. So just going over a few things that I've listed here so to make it more streamlined. Now, these are some of the things, the challenges that we are going to face if we want the high value to be at the GCV valuation. Okay, number one is the adoption of the Pi network. Now, based on the adoption of the Pi network by the general public, once we go on mainnet, okay, it's going to further determine or affect the value that the GCV stated. So the overall adoption is going to be key for the network to be able to function effortlessly. So we need to put that in mind that it has to be adopted by or overall majority of people, and also the Pi Network team will have to be very active, and we ourselves have to be also very active. So just a reminder from Golden Boy says yes. Remember, each country is different with the point and the comment. However, yes, I'm meaning to say 314,000. Okay, 1.5. All right. Okay, cool. So yeah, so you are going for the higher side, of course. If you're gonna aim big that way, aim above the mark, so that even if you don't hit the mark yet, you come just a little bit under the mark. A worthy point. Yes, so we're still on the 314,159. Like I said, these are some of the challenges that we're going to face. Number one, adoption of the Pi network. We need to be adopted. The adoption has to be very massive. Okay. Right now, Pi network is the most searched cryptocurrency in the world. Let me repeat that again. The Pi network is the most searched cryptocurrency in the world, totaling up to 190,000 searches, over 190,000 searches per day. So it is actively being searched for because everybody knows mainnet is coming. They know the potential. They have heard so many big news about it, and we are here, and they want to come in and have a piece of the pie. Yes, but it's not that cheap. It is not that cheap. You need to have 314,159 to get your hands on one pie coin. Sorry to say, any other person who have made purchases or sold their pie coins, number one, you are not allowed to do that. And if you're found out, the pie core team can literally take you off and out, and you might lose your pie network. For those who are listening, don't even think about it. Anyone who has ever done that, you've done that at your own risk. And don't say the network, the PyCore team are not aware. They are aware of so many things. The fact that they don't have time for you at the moment because they have other things to attend to doesn't mean that they've forgotten about it. So we need to be aware of it. Now, the next thing that's going to affect the GCV being a reality or coming into focus, for example, with the exchanges, because see, at the end of the day, it's the exchanges that obviously are going to make the payment of certain things within the crypto space if people that is plan to do something like that or exchange their cryptocurrency, their Bitcoin. Because most exchanges don't have that amount. I don't think they will have that amount. But of course, the ones that are going to list will have to produce that amount, and that's going to show you how valuable the the Picoin is. And anybody who sold their crypto their Pi network coin for $3, $4, $5, you have really lost big time. So Bright says, I remember Dr. Nicholas Kokalis was interviewed and was asked about the pie price, and he said the pioneers or the community will determine the price. So 31415 comma 159. Let me make that clear. 159 is possible. Absolutely, like I said. So it is us who are going to determine. And if we decide it is 314,159, so it will be. However, it being possible comes at a lot of demand or a lot of work. So it is also up to us to put in a lot of work for us to achieve this value. Okay, so let's see regulatory framework. Okay, regulatory framework. Now, this is a key thing that is going to affect the value of the Pi coin, and that means how the framework when it comes to regulation is going to affect it is key. Okay, meaning that different agencies on the global scale they will scrutinize us. So for the GCV of the Pi network to be able to come into fruition in the value that we are looking at, we are going to have to need the regulation, the regulatory bodies to be able to conform with us. Now, one thing that I'm convinced about is that because we have done due diligence, okay, in making sure that we've worked our way in terms of the KYC verification, in terms of identification, in terms of security and fraud control, all these factors have been taken by the community, by the Pi network. And this is a key thing which is going to boost us in terms of the regulatory framework. Because when the likes of the SEC, when the likes of the European Union and other stuff come in and say, okay, is your Picoin this or that or that? Are you telling people to bring money before is there security? Are you telling them to bring money before the coins really said no, 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 no. We never did that. Every single person who has a Picoin mine it's free. We never charge anyone, which is true. Number two, we have provided a thorough security check to make sure that all pioneers who are receiving our the Picoin are due it or they have worked for it. And how did they do that? By making sure that number one, we verified their identities, including liveness check and KYC verification of ID. These two things are key So when we present what we have done in terms of security wise, they have no other opportunity, they have no other alternative than to say, indeed, this is a cryptocurrency that is deemed or worth the money or the attention that it has gotten over the years. We have taken our time to develop the apps. We have developed the D apps on the apps. We are still in development of the D apps on the apps. When tech giants like Amazon, Temu, and all these other cryptocurrency giants come into play, it's going to change the landscape totally. Meaning that the value of one Pi coin standing at 314,159 is more than possible. So Golden Boy says any pioneer with their own business, be it at home, internet store, front or mobile, we all should accept Pi absolutely in exchange for goods and services. Only if they would do have in Pi rest in USD. Absolutely, that's what I said. Said that we shouldn't don't be in a haste to go and exchange all your Pi coins, because see, even that exchange will not be able to produce that amount of money for you. Therefore, you have to be in the position where we are working it within the ecosystem. And by doing that in the ecosystem, the transaction rate is going to increase. And when the rate of transaction on the network is increased and is active, it's going to draw in more investors. And the investors are going to want to develop more apps that is tailored to their needs for them to be able to reach the numbers that they are looking for. And that numbers are the pioneers. So in an attempt to reach the pioneers, or in an attempt to get into the pioneer, that's where we are going to see very polished apps. Imagine a company like a giant like Amazon. If Amazon is on the Pi network and is developing an app, okay, a D app for its activities or in relation to its activities so that it will be able to accept Pi coins as a means of payment. Number two, it has two options. Either it's going to integrate the payment system into its already functioning app, okay, as a means of payment, meaning that it will be one of the few cryptocurrencies that you can actually make payment on Amazon app for your goods and services. Number two, for it to be able to even reach a wider audience, it will rather seek to develop its app the likewise it has in the whether it is Google Play or Apple Store. Now you're going to have Pi app, Amazon Pi D app, where the over 60 million Pi users will now be able to make purchases on the network and pay in cryptocurrency with minimal transaction fee. All these are going to factor into the fact that it's going to bolster the value and it's going to further enhance what the the GCV has stand for. So meaning now if the value is at this, you could literally buy a car for less than 0.0000003 or 4 Pi coins. Because to get one, that is 314,159. That literally gonna mean for you to get one Pi coin, ladies and gentlemen, you would have to seriously be a serious investor. You have to be very rich as a non-pioneer to be able to make purchase of even one. And that is going to further increase and build us. So honestly speaking, I think even one Pi coin, two Pi coins per individual as a pioneer is more than enough for you to do so many things with it. So many things with it. And the fees is low. Now, once I know for sure, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to jump on to buy. They will try to buy as much as they can to make more profit. But see, this. If the value stays anywhere below the value that we are stating, then that means that people are going to easily buy it. But if the value stays at 314,159, do you know how much money you need for you to be able to get even 5 Pi coins? You would need so much amount of money. and that is going to help in terms of its usability. Is going to help in terms of the scarcity because it costs so much to get it. So for you to get it, you need a lot of money. So all the other people who normally do the buy and dump, it won't work. It's not going to work. So the dump and dump is not going to work with the Pi network. It's not going to work if the price stays at the GCV value of 314,159. Unlike other coins which cost like 0.00000 something dollars, people just can tune in a huge amount of $1,000, 10,000, $1,000,000, and then they wait for the price to go up a little bit, and then they sell so that it brings it down. No, that's not going to work. So Golden Boy said Pi is the versatile digital currency. So whatever country you are in Pi can be used can be can be used as a universal utility stabilizer currency for the world. Absolutely. I'm currently looking at it. It has the potential, okay. Pi coins has the potential to be a global cryptocurrency that is accepted, adopted, and will be used. And anyone who has enough of it, ladies and gentlemen, you stand at a very good chance. Very, that's it. You are made. You will be made. Tell me how if you have 500 Pi coins, you plan to spend all that money. That's why our platform, ladies and gentlemen, like I've always been saying, we are going to advocate and push for the likes of major companies, or we're going to push for the donation so that we could be able to help show kids and further even push the agenda and the name and the fame of Pi Network. So, for example, so we'll be having donation sessions where we'll be able to get in touch with all these cancer research projects to help the kids who are in need. So the other thing is these are the things that are going to affect the GCV, which is the real world utility of Pi coins. Okay, now the real world utility, like we've been discussing, the usage by the pioneers, okay, the larger corporations coming in to develop and build and stay within the ecosystem. So a lot of the developers in the Pi network were going to have a lot of challenge, serious challenge in terms of developing. Because if you have giants like Amazon and Timo coming in, yeah, we are definitely going to see. So this is Golden Star says Pi is the versatile discount currency. So whatever country you are in, Pi can be used as the universal utility stabilizer. And I 100% agree with that. Yeah. Oh, Bongo is here. Bongo says, "Good morning from the Philippines. Thank you so much for tuning up." Yes. So today we are, like I said, we are talking about the value of Pi coins, the potential value, basing it on the GCV. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. Like I said, this is a brand new app. I'm loving it, but unfortunately, it turned up on me, and I think the numbers have not picked up since. But all the same, I know tomorrow is a day that, by the help of you guys, we are going to stream and make sure we get this pushing as much as we can. Okay, as much as we can. Now, let's move on to the next topic in relation to this. So this is the segment three. Segment three. On segment three, we're going to talk about community sentiment and the future. Okay. So the community sentiment is that there's optimism and ongoing discussion from Pi forums. But the global consensus is that the value will remain at the GCV value of 314,159. Now, not every pioneer agrees to this value, and of course, they have the opportunity, they have the chance to decide what and how they want it to be. But at the end of the day, it is us that make that decision on a large scale. So, yeah, whatever be the case, we are going to be here for it. So, let's see, we are on now. We're going to share, trying to see if I can share some relevant information here for you guys. So let me just take Bongo out. And like I said, Bongo, so today you'll be able to have the opportunity to come on and share your thoughts. So everybody just be ready when when the time is right. I will share the link, and you don't even have to. You can just jump in and have a communicate. Today is going to be the very first time you guys are going to have a chance to come onto the show, and everybody is going to hear, and you tell us what you think, and I'll discuss on the topics that we're going to talk about when you guys call. Okay, so the optimism is there, especially with the the mainnet approaching. Everybody's looking forward to it. Everybody's looking forward to it. J Bond saying morning from Malaysia. Please check your sound settings, bro. Okay. Is it not good enough? Are you guys not hearing me well enough? Is there it should be loud and clear? Loud and clear. Okay, okay. Sorry about that. This time around, I'm not going to go off. So I have sorted out with the issue with the camera, so it shouldn't be a problem in a bit. Um, it's echoing. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So that was from said it's echoing. Let me sort it out for you. Hold on a sec. I think I've gotten used to this, so now I am more than able to capable of yeah. So it should be back by now. Yes. Is anyone having issues again? I think I know what the problem is. If you give me just a moment, yeah, it's you can hear the echo because it's coming. I need to take off something. Okay, okay, all right, all right, all right. Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen, and then we will continue. Yeah, so the visual should be back on. The visual should be back on. And okay, yeah, the visual should be back on. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. See. Hold on a sec for me. Okay. Yeah, so the microphone is clear. However, I need to switch to my headphones. That way it doesn't interfere with you guys hearing me. Okay. So now the sound should be better if you couldn't hear. Yes, so now you can see you should be able to see me, hear me, and not hear any echoes in the background. So thank you so much, Japon, for that verification, and thank you, Golden Star, for chipping in and letting me know that everything is running smooth. So back on what we were talking about, okay, this we are in the third segment. It's getting closer to the fourth segment. That's when we will end, and then I'll be able to bring everybody who is listening to me on board, and we'll be able to discuss this one on one for all the community to know and hear you as we speak. So don't worry about it. Everybody will come on and we'll have this discussion further. Now, the third segment is when we're talking about the community sentiment, and we talked about the fact that there's optimism, especially with mainnet coming to a very um, around the corner. First quarter of the year is literally we are looking at March, or in my opinion, I think January is still a possibility. Today, the 19th, we have about what 10 days? No, less than 10 days for mainnet for the KYC to end. 11 days, yes. So we have 11 days. Once, well, few couple of minutes, we're going to have 10 days. That is so short. I remember when it was 20, but now we only have soon gonna have just 10 days, couple of minutes. Your good was it's not a big deal as long as we can hear you speak. Oh yeah, okay, yes, yes. So don't worry. Very soon I'm coming with another segment, okay, which you guys will enjoy, and I know you guys are gonna love it. So it's gonna be a podcast session, but it's gonna be on crypto news, not just on Pi Network, but it's gonna be on the world doing cryptocurrencies around the world, and it's gonna be in a podcast session, so you can hear it and send it around in you can listen to it in your car, at home, family. You can send it as an audio anywhere and still be able to be updated about the latest crypto news going about. Okay. Now, the creation of a real world application to achieve Pi's value. Yeah. So the creation of a real world application is very key. Now, just as the Golden Boy made that statement, it is very important that each and every pioneer, okay, now, I'm going to speak this as truthfully as it is. There, in the Asian market, okay, in the Asian market, where we talk about the Asian crypto, the Asian Pi community, they are very, very active. Very, very, very active. Talk about the likes of Indonesia, talk about the likes of China. Now, in my earlier video, we talked about the fact that China has over 35,000 active nodes for the Pi community, for the Pi network. Now, that is a key thing. That is a key thing because see the more interesting bit is that once we have such a high community base that are not just sleeping but they are active. Anytime I see the Chinese community posting something regarding the network and I see their numbers, my spirit is lifted up because I'm like, yes, this is what it's all about. The millionaires and the billionaires that we're going to see is incredible. GCV is standing. So the GCV basically is like the whole community of Pi Network saying this is what we choose for our cryptocurrency to have the value of. Now, any external factor cannot say otherwise. Okay, any external factor cannot say otherwise. So you have to either conform with what we say, or we are in open mainnet, we are open mainnet, but then we are doing our thing. Yes, but then we are doing what our thing. So Bongo says one of the interesting statements that emerged from the Pi Network core team was the belief that 10 Pi coins would be enough to carry every pioneer throughout their life. Well, absolutely, absolutely. That's why I'm saying it's going to be difficult for us to have some pioneer who have like a million Pi coins after mainnet. No, it's not going to happen unless that pioneer, okay, now listen very carefully, unless that pioneer is actively engaged in the network. Because if I'm a pioneer and I decide that, you know what, I am going to go uh, heavily into the Pi network. And when I say heavily, I mean you are actively developing apps on the network, you are actively doing something which is going to earn you more Pi coins. And this is not about mining. Yes, when during the days when the mining difficulty was not high, yeah, you could talk about it. But right now, the mining difficulty is very high, and you need thousands and thousands of people before you can even get those figures running. And that is you convincing over thousands of people to do to tap the mining button. That's going to be difficult for anybody to do. However, there are other ways. You can be a Pi node user. You can be a Pi super node user. You can be a Pi developer. You can be into the merchant business. Look, if one car dealership in China, one decides to now accept Pi coins as a means of payment for the car, that that you can come there and buy using and pay in Pi. That these things are the ones that is going to raise the value. Because when I go to that coffee shop, I'm paying 0.000000002 pound coins to get my coffee going. And if you're somebody who has 10,000, well, let's say 4,000 pound coins, that is like with just 50, with just 50 pound coins, that's it. You are made. You're done. The rest is just investment. You keeping it as a storage. And let's not forget, a lot of governments are going to want to. So the value is just going to go. The demand is going to be so high. It's going to be so high. The value will just keep shooting. So you wouldn't want to just change your money like sell 10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, see, you can sell it, but the moment you sell it, no one thing for sure. It will be different. You will have to buy it triple. You have to buy it at a triple price. Okay. So moving on to the next segment, it says three interactive sessions. So okay, so basically the GCV is what the community decides. Now, with this pertaining to the topic, it says could Pi network value be 314159 US dollars? Yes, it is an emphatic yes. It is more than possible. And guess what? It's just around the corner because cryptocurrencies that haven't even done KYC, they've not done any security, they've not done any D apps. There is no single cryptocurrency that up to date anybody can say they have developed um, or D apps on their network. No, none, zero, absolutely zero. There's only a few which are trying to. And I think there was one which I read recently who are trying to develop the D app. I was like, wait, this is something that the Pi Network team have already done, or the Pi Network have already done way before Mainnet. So before us even coming into the scene, this is like easy peasy for us. We play around with these things in our neighborhood. So come on. Now let's see. Bongo said. So it says, fund that 10 Picoin are enough to carry any pioneer through their life is a reflection of the belief in the long-term value of this cryptocurrency. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, now that brings us to the end of the topic for the day. Now we are moving on to the next segment. Okay. Now the next segment is going to be the interactive session. I'm going to give 6 people the opportunity, 6 or 5. Probably I'll start with let's say 3 people the opportunity to come on here and have an interaction and join the show, the live show. Now I only ask you keep it straight to the point, make it brief, so that somebody else also can come in. So thank you so much for the participation for today. I really appreciate everybody. Now we are moving on to the next section. I'm going to share a link, which I'm going to share it onto the section. Now, once you click that link, it will be able to bring you on, and then we will be able to have interaction and that talk that we need. Now, when you come, this is what I want you guys to talk about. Okay, you have about 2 to 3 or 5 minutes at most to be able. You can ask questions if you have questions, and also you can talk about these things. Now, the first one is the possible questions are: do you think Pi network GCV of 314159 is realistic? And if so, why or why not? Now, the next one will be what real world application would you like to see for Pi? Or which of the D apps are you most interested in? Or do you think that is going to benefit you once mainnet comes? How do you think the community support impacts cryptocurrency's value? Okay. And what challenges do you foresee for Pi network in achieving this mass adoption? And also you can talk about how can Pi Network build trust within the crypto ecosystem. And then the last one will be, and the personal one, what would you do with your money? Okay, so with that being said, let's get everybody talking. I want everybody to come in, have a talk, have a chat. We're going to be having a wonderful time on our hands today. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Um, Hold on. Okay, so I'm still getting my way around this app. I know you guys can see me all right. Shoot. First off, let me put in the invitation link. So when you come in, you keep it brief, and also so that the next person can also jump in. And so here you go. And moving on, anytime that I do a hosting, yes, you can be sure that, like I said, this is a new app, but I like this one. It's very nice. I like the way the interface is. Just a few things which it was had been sorted out. So the link I provided the link. The visual is still off. So you mean you can't see me? Is that it? Can you guys see me? No. You should be able to see me right about now. Okay. Let's see. No visuals. Okay. Just hold on for me. Hold on for me. I'm trying to make it more inclusive. Can you guys use the? Can you guys use the? What do you call it? Okay. So do you see me now? Okay. Okay. No worries. No worries. Hold on. Okay. So you still can't see me. How is it now? Is it any better? Okay. So we have first person coming in. I'll let you in a minute. Okay. So Evan, is this Evan? Can
Yes,
everybody see Evan?
yes. This is Herb. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On YouTube, um, my handle
Okay.
reads
So
Golden
no worries.
Star.
So first, okay, Golden Star. Okay, Golden Star. So Golden Star is here. So Golden Star, for those who are watching you for the first time, okay, can you tell us your name and where you're calling from?
So my name is Irvin Ali, and I'm calling in from the Americas, right? From
Nice,
both
nice, nice.
from Baltimore, North America.
North America. You're welcome to the show. Yeah, thank you for your inputs all this time. Really appreciative of it. So, Urban, as a pioneer, okay, as a pioneer, um, my first question, okay, my first question is, what are your plans for the Pi network once we hit mainnet?
Okay, so once the network opens, right? So once we
Hmm.
fully up and the network is fully functional and operating, open to the
Hmm.
public, right? Open to the public, because like I say, from my mind and from what I see it as right now, we're enclosed in the mainnet, right? So enclosed
Hmm.
on the mainnet, and we've been on the mainnet. So once it opens, My goals are to. I don't plan on exchanging into fiat, right? Into any. I don't care
Hmm.
what currency is.
Yeah,
I'm going to stay
absolutely.
with appreciating assets. And then my goals is to back the currency movement, right, by putting my pie to work, right?
Good, good, good.
Um, Meaning I'm going to and take any of my
Yeah,
value to
yeah.
crypto.com,
Hmm.
various different platforms
Good,
that allows you
good.
to use the mechanisms, because there's many platforms that will allow you to use your value and use their mechanisms so that you're rewarded more value of whatever it is that you want to be rewarded in, as long as they give the option. Sometimes they only let you be rewarded in what they want to reward you in. Sometimes it's the same thing that you back in the value up with,
Yeah.
and sometimes no. So that's one thing I want to do. Um, the other
Okay.
thing the
Hmm.
other thing is to provide service, right? Provide goods and services to pioneers on the internet, right? So I'm going to provide service on the internet as much as possible. However,
What kind of
also,
services? What kind of services do you have in mind? And
um,
just before you continue,
uh-huh.
is in order to facilitate and help other people to also to come on. So Aaron has about 5 minutes, okay, to for the discussion. Now, if somebody comes in using the link, let me post the link one more time again. So the link is in the comment section. I'll post it one more time again. Everyone, please come on, let's have a discussion, okay? So Aaron has 5 minutes, and then after that, any other person can also chip in. Like I said, I can take up to 6 people on here to have a very good discussion. So go on.
And before I go any further, I want to say greatly appreciate you very much for doing
Thank you,
this,
brother.
Hops, right? For sharing your time, your energy, right, and
Yeah,
everything. It's greatly appreciated. So I just wanted to say we
thank you.
greatly appreciate you, and looking forward to eventually um, us coming together physically and having a good time,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely, my brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
So thank you for that input. I like the fact that you said you're not just going to be one of those who probably just take out the money and just sell it out, and no, 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 no.
no,
That's not
no.
going to happen. So with the goods and the services and the putting your Pi coins to use so that it's going to help the greater good of the community or the network, that is a
Yes.
great thing. Now, Bates, also, let me ask you on this question. So, what are some of the challenges you see us facing at the mainnet?
Some of the challenges at Open Mainnet. Well, firstly, I really feel like a lot of us as pioneers, we have to realize that the Pi is a digital currency that we've been mining and we've been working diligent hard, right? Our time, our energy, and attention, and we've been rewarded for that time, energy, and attention for the Pi. So that value that is there intrinsically is because of what we've done, what we've did, and so that the value of 314,159 is just not something that all of a sudden when it launches the open network globally, it's not something that's, oh, they came up with 300. No, how could that be? No, it's been for at least 2 years. I'm not really exactly sure
Yeah,
about how long, but
yeah.
at least 2 years.
The Pi network started 2019.
Right.
2019. Yeah, pretty sure that's the figure. At least that's the information that I've gathered so far. 2019 was when it all kickstarted. This is information that the Pi launch, the Pi launch. So it was created to address challenges, but then it came. That's somewhere 2019. So
Yes.
yeah, it's been
Yeah.
ongoing for a while. For a while,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
been ongoing for a
yeah.
while.
Launched in 2019, and we've been active on the mainnet,
Hmm.
trading and exchanging goods and services. To helping the network grow, and actually so many the GCV, right? So many
Yeah.
uh actual use cases of trading goods and services at the value of 314,159. So that the buying power is able to come back, so that you don't have to give so much of your pie, so much of your hard on pie for
Yeah,
services. It's to put the buying power back. So that's the reason on the purpose for that high value, and to keep it, to appreciate that value that we work so
yeah,
hard for. So
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah,
I
and so
100% agree with you on that one. And
mhm,
yeah, so just to chip in, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to me, you're welcome to Hubs Global. Here we're having a very good discussion regarding the Pi network, which we so love and we have been mining for so long. I have on the streams Irvin. Irvin is a big follower of the Pi network. Also, he's a hopper. So he's
yes,
on he's been on this channel and he follows. If today's your first time watching me, please do subscribe as you
and
do me a
share.
great favor and share this, okay? And share this. Like I said, we only have so right officially we have 10 days to go for the ending of the KYC validation. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you would want to contact all your referral team because they stand to lose. I've called a couple of mine and I told them the seriousness of it, and now they have seen the seriousness of it. Some of them are trying to go and fix their phones, and I hope it's not going to be too late for them. But because
Yes.
once they hear the 314,159, their hearts go, oh, is that so? Well, I told you, I've been announcing this for a long time. So, just so you know, the link over there, please, ladies and gentlemen, we want more people coming on board. Just click it. You don't have to do any registration. It will bring you straight in. We can add, you don't have to put your video on. It's just voice. Come and say your quarter, and then we'll be able to move on. I want everyone to come on. The link is there. Just click it, and you will be able to come on here. So whether you're from Nigeria, Ghana, Malaysia, Ethiopia, South Africa, whichever place that you are on the globe and you're watching us from,
The
please do.
Americas, North America.
Yeah, yeah, North America, every other place that you can think of. Please, come on. Let's have a good time. Let's discuss the problems, the issues, and let's look at the possible solutions to some of these challenges, which we know. Now, Aaron, I want to ask a quick question. So,
Mhm.
regarding every cryptocurrency faces an amount of issues that security-wise. Okay, now this has been a big issue for the likes of Bitcoin, where you have hackers hacking into the system and making away with millions and millions of Bitcoin, even till today. Now, with the Pi Network team, we already know that we are on the proof of stake, and we also have the securities in terms of the peer-to-peer among ourselves for KYC validation, all these things for network security. How do you see the network security being challenged by the global rising incidents of hackers?
Heck.
How do you see us going about this?
Well, so I really feel like the core team and the Pi core team and the whole team in general has been doing an
Yeah,
outstanding job with keeping it safe and secure, because they're
yeah.
using
Big ups to them.
um,
Big ups to them.
the
They're really doing a good
advanced.
job.
It's there's, as far as from what I've seen in research, and you look on the Explorer, there hasn't been any breaches of our security walls that I've seen, right?
Hmm.
And so the statement in us using the most advanced blockchain technology, right, anchored on the XL Stellar protocol, right? So we
Yeah,
use the Stellar consensus mechanism, right, that we adopted, and then so now we're taking it further with even more advanced security with the KYC, know your customer, and it's taking it even
yeah,
further with
yeah, yeah.
us.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
so it's so much security that we have. I don't really know everything about it, but so far I think it's really
Yeah.
outstanding.
No, I think you are right on that. I mean, the likes of other crypto networks that currently use stellar consensus with the likes of XRP. XRP haven't had any issues security-wise. They've only
Yes.
had issues when it has to do with the government, and that's something that I was going to also going to talk about the government-related issues. Okay, XRP has only had issues with the government-related issues, especially in America, and they are still ongoing. And I mean, the recent news is that they are winning, and as a result of it, you can already see the predictions for XRP to hit somewhere about $3 thereabout. Now,
Yes.
bringing that to the crypto space. Now, this is one of the things which I mentioned that even though the GCV have made the prediction, or we have made the agreement, okay, for the 314,159 United States dollars. Um, don't you think that this is going to come under scrutiny, especially with the regulatory framework in America? I mean, if they came for the likes of Stellar, XRP, and not just even XRP alone, but they also came for the likes of Bitcoin at some point, trying to say that it was a scam and all that. How is America in this case? Let me be specific. America, and let's say the rest of the world, Europe. How do you think they're going to take on when Pi Network hits mainnet at the value of 314,159 comes into scene in terms of the global powers or securities having a look at this?
So the regulatory framework, with us being anchored on the Stellar Consensus Protocol, right? With us being anchored on Stellar and everything that's happening with Stellar, and with also with Ripple, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
with them working at all of the compliance, it's everything that's happening in the space that we are learning from each other, right? Each project is basically learning from each other, and I'm really
Hmm.
feeling like with Pi as a project has been taking its time, maturing and learning
Yeah.
from every other project in the space, and
Hmm.
uh, being preventive instead of as opposed to postventive, right? They're being preventive in all of the regulatory framework that needs to be in place. Pi as an ecosystem has already been working towards that, and so stabilizing our currency as a stabilizing valued asset,
Yeah.
being in compliance already. I really feel like it's already going to be compliant with all of the regulatory framework that any of what the U.S. Has in place or planning to have in place, that we
True.
we will be in compliance, right? So
Yeah.
I really feel like that 314,000, or let me make it clear, 314,159
Yep.
cents, right? Cents, because
Absolutely.
everything real value is valued in cents, not so much as dollars, right?
Yeah.
Dollars is talking about something else. So with it being written in the protocol at 314,000 or 314 and 159 cents, that value being stabilized, written in the protocol there, that's what it would be, stabilized as a digital currency, not so much as an encrypted currency asset, right? As a
Yeah.
stabilizing
Yeah,
currency.
I agree absolutely. So I think on that you can see the likes of the KYC that has been done, the liveness check that the PyCore team have put in place to make sure that every person who is coming on the Pi network is verifiable, has passed through scrutinous verification, not just by one pioneer, but by a
Yes.
multitude of pioneers, which further buttresses the security of it. And I think if I'm not mistaken, Pi Network is the only network that does KYC on such level, where we are doing verification not based on some flimsy document that you present, but the likes of a passport, which is a very reputable document,
Yes.
which can be used for the verification processes of high level clearances and stuff. So you're looking at driver's license, you're looking at passport, you're looking at very reputable, whether it's a green card or anything that has to do with a high level clearance or security wise check. I think the various securities around the world will not have any problem if the Pi network presents these things as form of proof of the network being secure.
Yes.
Um, now let's shift our attention a little bit to ecosystem. Okay, now the Pi network is one of the few cryptocurrencies with a very broad ecosystem. Okay, and when I mean ecosystem, I'm talking about the D apps. Okay, the Pi D apps that have been developed. Now, like I've always been saying, we have about 6 or 7 D apps that were developed by the Pi network core team itself,
Yes.
and then we have the likes of the KYC app, the recent Fire forum. We have the profiles and all these other ones that my focus is on the ones that have been developed by pioneers themselves, okay, or pioneers, primarily with the likes of the 20 PyD apps that have been released by the PyCore team, made ready for mainnet. How do you see moving on? How do you see these apps um, affecting the ecosystem? Okay, how do you see these apps affecting the ecosystem for the general widespread adoption of Pi?
Yes. So I really feel like the D apps, the the apps are very necessary to help mold and shape and grow our ecosystem. And what makes it so special is that it's not just the core team that's making these apps. It's us as pioneers that's bringing the apps. So it's really unique in authentic third party apps, a,
Mm-hmm.
that's coming into the ecosystem for everyone to utilize and use for whatever they feel that they see that they want, whatever service or good gifting idea or service that someone is offering in the app. However, just like eBay or
Mm-hmm.
um,
Amazon.
right, Amazon, there's a space that people can go to bring their apps for their services, or partner. They're coming in and offering their service in that space, like Amazon, like eBay. um, that's what our ecosystem, the Pi ecosystem, is doing the same thing. And so the apps that we're offering for right now, it's growing. And I really feel like
Yeah.
we always should use caution. We should use caution because as it grows, should see that if it's really been approved, or if they really want to utilize the services that these apps are offering, that they should be offering at the services, or the goods and services at the 314,159 value.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
and not at a value, to not at to where just offering it to pioneers to
Mm-hmm.
get the pie from us. And so I really feel like, to cut it short, to make a long story short, we should be looking at
Yeah.
these the apps and looking at what they're offering, but not necessarily saying that we want to patronize them, give our pie to them, because they're asking, which is their right, but they're
Yeah.
asking too much for the pie, for the good or the service, in my opinion. And I'm just, as a
No.
pioneer, just giving my opinion.
I no.
And with this,
I think you're right. I think you're on the right point because basically this. I think this is something that the Pi community or have to deal with because see, if somebody is going to, if they want the value it has been agreed upon, and which is 314,159, we shouldn't let some pioneers, okay, come in, especially the app developers, to come in and put certain figures. Like for example, when the value has been stipulated, you cannot sell me, uh, let's say, a microwave, for any amount. For example, if you put on let's take a typical D app, for example, the Batamol. Okay, the Batamol. So the Batamol is a Pi D app on the okay. Now this is an e-commerce based D app which specifies works in similar manner as Amazon. Okay, so after mainnet, I am expecting that these D apps or the developers make adjustments to the pricing in Pi coins on
Yes.
the app. So you
Yes.
cannot have we cannot have Pi at the value of 314,159 and you expect me to buy, let's say, a jacket for 5 Pi. That's not
Five.
gonna happen.
No,
Yes,
that's
that's
not.
not gonna happen. Absolutely not gonna happen because I'm not. There's no way the value of pi being 314,159. You expect me to come and buy a jacket. I don't care how expensive that jacket is, whether you just caught the animal to or the fair or whichever way you got it from. I'm not buying. So I think moving on, we need to right from now be advocating, and I know that the Pipeline team watch and they listen to my shows. So I don't know. I know you guys are very very busy right now with so much going on, KYC and other aspects that you have to deal with. But going forward, I think we need to put in place once the statement has been made that it is the Pi core team, okay, because the pioneers that are going to determine the value. The value has been determined, and the value has to stay the same. That way, we're not going to experience the pumping and the dumping of the cryptocurrency or the Pi network called Pi coins, just as other cryptocurrencies have felt that same fate. So we need consistency when it comes to the amount of Pi coins that is in circulation, the consistency about how much Pi coins that these not merchant, but these ID apps developers are going to put on their for app for services for goods and all this. So because the likes of Fiverr, you can't just come and tell me to pay 3 Pi coins for a service of graphic design. I mean, like, come on.
Right.
Even
And
AI makes some better than most of
yeah,
these.
I get it.
So
I get it, Hops. I get it that right now we're in the enclosed. We're behind the firewall. We're in our ecosystem, and we're basically trying to see how our ecosystem is going to be able to handle all of what we're doing. Making sure the network is able to
mhm,
handle the activity. And I get that. However, we've already came to the consensus that 314,159 is what 1 Pi is valued at. So
yeah,
in the enclosed, we should be in agreement in the ecosystem that um, whenever anyone is offering in the app, in the ecosystem, a service, a product, or goods or a service in the ecosystem, that it should be at 314,159 across the board. Now, when it opens, right, as the network opens, and of course, just as I say with the exchanges are going to want to list Pi at what they want to list it within reason with the core team, because no exchange is going to be able to list Pi unless it's approved by the core team, because that's what was said by the core team, that any exchange, we're not going to the exchanges are coming to us, right, coming to the core
yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
if the
I agree.
exchanges are coming to the core team, then they have to be in agreement with what the core team says, where whatever you list Pi at, it needs to reflect the value at what the court, whatever the court. I'm not with the court team, so I don't know. But it'd be
Yeah, yeah,
beautiful that they decide to say, okay, we're going to have it at the open network. That any exchange that comes, you are going to have to list Pi to reflect the value that at 314,159. And when they list it at that value, then of course the exchanges will list it and be in agreement and be in compliance, because they don't want to get any type of contract breach or any type of trouble. So when they
Yeah.
listed, they're listed and stay within the reason, a little above, a little below, or whatever. However, this is the last thing I want to say about the exchanges. Anytime any exchange in whatever asset, when you go to an exchange and you want to list your asset to where you either want to buy or sell an asset, or trade or exchange an asset, when you list it as a whether it's a market order or a limit order, it's whenever it's filled, it's able to be filled by the people that want that asset, whether they want to trade it or exchange it. The It won't be filled until it's able to be filled by the people who are on the exchange looking for an asset, whether it's to trade or exchange it, or as they say, buy or sell it,
True.
right? And
Yeah.
so that's the whole thing about listing it at that to reflect the value, because it's not that the exchange will, it's not enough funds to where everybody would decide to, if it wasn't scarce. Now that's the other thing. Pi is so scarce
Mm-hmm.
now, everybody can cash in
Yeah.
all their pi one
Absolutely.
time,
Oh
because
no,
not
no, no,
everybody
no.
has enough pi in to begin with. So
Yeah.
so when it's listed, whenever someone is listing it, what they say they want to,
Yeah.
let's say for example, okay, I want to let my pie go for 314. It will not be filled until people say that they want it and it's able to be filled, and then that's it. The exchanges is not
True.
giving
True.
their funds there. But anyway, I'm not going to go
Yeah.
into that because it's all
Yeah.
perspective.
So, so, ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned in, yeah, we're talking about GCV, which is the global consensus that has been agreed by the pioneers. Okay, the whole Pi ecosystem, or the Pi, the people that make Pi move, which is the pioneers. Okay, or those who have been mining Pi, or the Pi
Yes,
network. Agree. The value is for Pi network to be on mainnet 314,159. Okay, so this is the global consensus value by the pioneers that have been agreed to on mainnet. Now, exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, and all these other reputable mentions, Crypto.com, will have to comply with that, because if you look at the table, if you look at Pi Network, what it offers is something that no other cryptocurrency currently or in the past have been able to achieve, and that is what we call not just user base, high user base, but
yes,
also real life utility for the cryptocurrency, which no other cryptocurrency has been able to achieve. Meaning that the Pi network is the only cryptocurrency in all of the world, whether previously or now or currently, that has the capacity or the capability to have a cryptocurrency that has real life utilities, and
yes,
not just as a means of storage as the likes of Bitcoin, but as a means of payment, with transaction going, with low fees but faster transaction. It has one of the lightest in terms of lightweight, in terms of transaction or hardware requirements for its node to stay active. It has the largest node activity or node user base in all of crypto,
yes,
with over 35,000 node users in just China alone. In
yes,
just China alone, we have the likes of South Korea, Japan. We have Africa, some parts of Africa, reputable mentions like some parts of Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, UK. Have the likes of America. America is topping the the second largest node activity when with the Pi network involved. Also, it is the only cryptocurrency that has done KYC of its members, with over
yes,
9 million KYC users, active users, getting closer to 10 million, which probably, I'm pretty sure right now is almost there, because we do about 200 KYC of our members per day per day. And this
that's
is
right.
verifiable within the security of the network. Now, all these things, including the development of 20 active functioning D apps, on a cryptocurrency network. It has never happened before. It's never
No.
happened before. There's no cryptocurrency out there that has this level of security, level of capacity, level of user base, level of authentication of its members. So if
Yes.
you can't, bots don't come on here on this platform in the network. No, you can't be a bot and function. It's not going to be possible.
Real
Okay,
people
then
only.
yes, real people only, real people only, real serious people who are looking forward to. That's why if that person is not serious, after 1 year they lose interest and say, oh, this is not a good cryptocurrency. That's because you are shallow. You're thinking so low. But most of the pioneers who can see the future and are able to see know that because of all these things, if you present Pi Network onto any government, they will have to nod their head in agreement. Now, not only that, real life utilities and usability wise, the PyD apps were developed by pioneers themselves,
Yes.
excluding even the Pi apps that were developed by the Pi core team, which is already functioning. Therefore, even within the enclosed mainnet, we can see a huge load of activity that is ongoing. I mean, even as we speak. Now, not to mention, before we move to the next topic, okay, or the next question,
Hmm.
if you are here and you're listening, we have about 12 people on here. Please do come on. Let's see what your plans are for the Pi network or the Pi for after mainnet. Okay, I want to see Ghanaians here. I want to see Nigerians here. What are your plans? Okay, what are your plans for mainnet? The link is down there on the comment section. Just click it and you will come on here, and I will let you in so you come and join us, and we have a wonderful discussion as we go along. Like I said, we have about 10 to 15 minutes left for this show to come to an end. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let me set my timer. Do come on here so that we can have a wonderful time together. This is the reason why we are here today. So the timer has been set for 15 minutes and it's running as we speak right now. You can literally see so that we'll be able to keep up to
and
time.
and hops. And I said, real people only. All right, and
Mm-hmm,
even better, it's not just that it was verified KYC people, pioneers.
mm-hmm.
It's also that us, no one is able to have more than one account. The core team has thoroughly vetted it and is now finding who is trying to the trick, right? The system in
Yeah,
having more than one account. That all of those, there's no only one account. Every pioneer, only one person, one pioneer, or one body, one account. No multiple
yeah,
accounts. No. That's another thing that's awesome about what we offer as utility coming to the masses, right?
yeah, yeah.
Genuine accounts.
I 100% agree with that. Now, you see, that's the thing. This is what I've been saying to people. When you have such a network and it's presenting all these, qualities to you, if it makes a declaration and a statement that, look, because of this and that, I'm not going to sell myself cheap
Hmm.
cryptocurrencies or other meme coins do, coming in with the likes of just for the fame of it, and then people just jump on it. Uh, there were some meme coins which arose as a result of some people losing their life, and I'm like, how do you even make purchase? And you see the market cap of these cryptocurrencies like 3 point something billion and all this. I'm like, how do you even? Why would you even go into such a meme coin that does not have any utility?
Yes.
So,
None.
so with that being said, you 100% agree. The value is definitely staying as it is. It is an agreed value. So if you're watching me and today's the first time, please do subscribe on Hubs Global. Okay, I'll bring you the best of the best of the best, making sure that you have absolute information. Now, with all these things that I've even listed, let it you have no other option than to be convinced, okay, that the Pi network or getting your hands on one Pi coin is a gift. You would be so lucky to have one. Okay, and there's no person who has this is not something that you can just go and buy. You can't go to any exchange and get it. You will not get anywhere on the market because it's not yet on the market. We don't sell ourselves cheap. No, 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 no. You need to even those who have come in and claiming to be genuine. You clearly can see the difficulty that people are going through just to get KYC done. It is not something that you easily jump on and say, I am in and I want some. It doesn't happen that way. With that being said, I want to see the likes of Hamid. We have about 11 minutes to go. Hamid Fatal, you are here. J Bond from Philippines and Malaysia. We have the likes of Bongo from Philippines. Um, J Bond from Malaysia. We have on here Bright from Ghana. Bright. So please do message, come on board. Let's talk. Let's see your preparation towards mainnet, what you have been doing, what you plan to do once mainnet comes. Are you going to jump on board? Are you going to jump on this? So they see there's so much thing that can be done. I think one of these days I'm going to have an all-out one-to-one session, probably maybe tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I can do that in the morning. An one-to-one, one-on-one, because we need as a community to be able to come together and know the way forward after mainnet. Now I know that is a
Yes.
milestone. Yeah, someone said a statement that okay, so the Pi Network team have been climbing the different milestones which we set, like the map, the roadmap. Now the roadmap was to get to mainnet. After mainnet, is there another roadmap? Absolutely, absolutely. The Pi Network team, the Pi Network is there because of the people. Okay, so and like I said, there are active, very active sections of the Pi Network team, Pi Network community with the likes of the Asian market, the Chinese, the Japanese, all these. There are so many millions of people who literally are onto the network, onto the, and I don't mind traveling to China and spending a couple of Pi coins just to go and stay in a five-star hotel. Absolutely, why not? Why
That's right.
not?
That's right.
Absolutely. I don't mind traveling to the United States of America to spend some time over there when we have the likes of Ivan and other people who are gonna start up some very real serious businesses,
Yes.
on a whole different level.
What I'm going to
Why?
be offering another beautiful service that we're going to be offering here. It's known as our Aurora Transfer Service. So just like you had the likes of as a just as a correlation,
Mhm.
I'm not comparing because nowhere near,
No,
right?
no, no, no.
But
Okay, no,
but
go ahead.
uh, Uber and
Mhm.
Lyft, and so we have the Aurora Transfer Service. We want to offer this service to pioneers, right? And we accept, of course, we accept Pi because Pi is the value that we know its value. It's not speculation like just talking about digital currency. Right? We're moving forward. We're going into a much better global social economic
Yeah.
what do I say, right? Global economic valuable
Mhm.
system. So we're not going to be just dealing with speculation, and our Pi is not speculation. We have the IOU on the exchanges for that. We don't the Pi.
Yeah.
What is on the
Yeah.
exchanges is the IOU. We have real Pi that's in the hands of the pioneers and the core team, right? So, um, going back to the road. So the service that we accept Pi for our service, right? For
Mhm.
now, it's half Pi and half in whatever the currency that you're in, whatever country that you go, we accept that currency, half of it in the currency that you are, the country that you're in, and the other
Mhm.
half in Pi. Right? And so that's what we're going to be offering a service, bringing people's food while you're here. If you come here to the
Mhm.
States and you're here at the States, just
Well, that's good.
in,
I,
just
I
here
hope you.
at Baltimore or just here in
Okay.
Maryland or Philadelphia, not everywhere yet, but we're going to grow. And that's, I'm just saying,
No,
that's a
no, no.
service that we're going to
Of
be
course,
offering.
absolutely. I hope you have availability or space for the likes of investors. because it's not every pioneer who will be wanting food or anything, but also looking forward to invest with you guys, to
Mhm.
see the prospects of investment, which in a nutshell, I think it's going to help all pioneers or pioneer network holders. Because if I yeah, so Mohammed Rabiu say excellent discussion. Thank you. Oh, Mohammed, there's more coming. Believe you me, I need you guys to come on. So the link right here is going to bring you in here so that you can also chip in what you are going to do after mainnet in order to further increase the current the value, because I think even 314 is even small, because there once we start hitting all these milestones of making producing more, or let's say even building factories, building hospitals,
Yes.
building infrastructures using the Pi network as a means of financial capability and payment, is going to further even improve, and it's going to help, because we are going to be doing things that no other person or no other cryptocurrency has done, and that is the ability to cause an impact in the lives of people. So we are not just doing this. So we're going to be having so many things coming in, going into cancer research for kids or peds who are suffering from cancer, palliative treatments, food for all. All these things are going to come on board, and on a global scale, we'll be linking up with each other, knowing that if I
Yes.
travel to China, if I travel to Japan, if I travel to South Korea, there are pioneers, especially with the use of the likes of the Pi map, okay, the map of Pi. The map of Pi literally shows you on the map on a global scale where pioneers are or merchants are that accept the Pi coins as a means of
Yes.
payment. And that is exactly what we're looking for. So if you come to the UK, you can be able to see, okay, oh, okay, if I go to England on this street, this shop is a merchant who accepts Pi
So,
coins, okay? And
yes.
you can go there, do your transaction, do your business, and then you make your payment in Pi coins. That's you out. Absolutely fantastic. If you go to the United States, you have the likes of Ivan and all these other people with
Yes.
investment capabilities, which are ready to invest. So you come in, you're putting in 3 Pi coins as an investment towards a big project that you guys are doing, and that is going to further build upon it. And like I said, going to the likes of some places in Africa. Now, Africa is a very huge untapped market with so much global outcome that can come out of it. And pioneers, we positioned ourselves in a place where we can make these wonderful changes, okay, on the global market. And so it's not just about Pi Network or selling Pi. No, 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 no. Like I said, for you to even sell Pi, you need a huge amount of fiat currency, because 314,150 nine is a huge amount of money for
Yes.
even governments so all the people who do pumping and dumping, you can't just come and do pumping and dumping with a pen
No.
network. Okay, when the value is that high, you can't just come in and say I'm buying 1 million of it, or I'm buying 10,000, because you're going to need more money to even make that purchase of that cryptocurrency. So this is exactly what we are looking for. This is exactly what we are looking forward to. We want more people to come in with business ideas, okay, with business ideas in the network, in the after mainnet, to be able to collaborate with others, to be able to join forces with others, come up
Facts.
with ideas before even these giants like Amazon, Timo, Alibaba, or AliExpress, all these giants come to try and take over, because we're not going to allow them, because it's not going to be easy. You would have to come in and stay within the network to make the network thrive. So, like I said, if you
They have
are
to
a
come in
pioneer,
offering value. They have to come in
absolutely,
offering value, right, Hops? Come in offering value.
absolutely, come in offering value. Okay, we are not some pushover that you can just come in and just have around. No, 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 no. What are you bringing to the table? Okay, and what they are going to be offering to bring to the table. Like I said, if you have the likes of Amazon coming in to develop bringing its team of developers and software developers to come in and design very high efficient working app, the apps on the Pi network ecosystem. Look at the amount of people that literally make purchases on Amazon app per day,
Mm-hmm.
the e-commerce, the logistics that they provide. If
Mm-hmm.
there if that has is being transferred onto the crypto space where transactions go directly straight into Amazon's Pi accounts without having to do any third or wait for transactions to be cleared, the speed of which it will be done, the network capabilities, pioneers will be able to contribute just being a node user or a super node user. You still make more Pi coins. You still make it. You're gonna still make your Pi coins, and it's gonna count. And it's gonna count because
Yes.
if I yeah, it's a good business. I could set up a super node user as a super node user and just live off of that because anytime Amazon or the likes of big companies make transactions, the super nodes are ready and available to facilitate and assist in its movement in its transaction, and things are going to flow on a whole different level. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a bit confused, if you're a first time coming in here, we are talking about cryptocurrency right now. Pi
Mm-hmm.
Network, the best cryptocurrency ever, the best cryptocurrency ever. Bitcoin can be at the top right now, but believe you me, on wait till Pi Network
The
raises
open.
its head and start running with this. You will be shocked because the only two things that Bitcoin is good for is as a
Speculation.
market and adoption because a lot of governments have jumped on it. For its transaction capabilities is very limited because of high fees that you pay on the platform. Okay, and its energy consumption is not worth it. So Bitcoin is not worth in comparison, or it's not even near in terms of comparison to Pi Network Coin or PiCoin. PiCoin far and way outclass it on so many levels. And I'm just waiting for so that is the green light to go, but it's getting interesting on here. We have
Yeah.
12 people on here. Please come on board, jump on. I'm willing to go another 10 minutes and then I'll bring this
Yeah.
to a close. Okay, now bring this to a close. You
You
see,
know, a
I'm very
question, Hops. You know, a question that I would like to, if I may, I didn't mean to cut
go
you
on, go on. No, no,
chime
no, no,
in.
no. It's all right, it's all right. Jump in.
So the question is that we ask ourselves as pioneers, right? Anyone that's questioning the value, the amount of value that we're bringing, the amount of value that we hold and that we're responsible for. Um, if the value that we have, that we know we have, it's not a question on whether or not it should be valued at 314,159. We already know that it is. But the question is, what is pi worth to you as what is moving your value? What is sending funds to someone? What is that worth to you? Like so,
Yeah.
whether or not you whether you're sending $1 worth of value or hundred
Mm-hmm.
thousand bucks worth of value, it's still going to be 0.01 pi that's going to be sent, and it's going to be stable, and it's going to be that sent to whoever you're sending it to, and it's going to be sent and settled in seconds, and it's still going to be
Absolutely.
0.01.
Absolutely.
So say how much is that worth to you in value? How much is that worth to you? And for it not to be in speculation, it's not speculating. Even though we haven't opened the network, but even when the network opens, it's still within us as an ecosystem, the Pi network and ecosystem. We still know the value of what we have, and we're going to be trading amongst ourselves at that value when the network
Yeah.
opens, and no matter what happens on the networks, whether it's speculation that starts to happen, whether or not it starts to fluctuate a little bit, no, it's still going to stabilize itself because in us as pioneers, Pi network and infrastructure, in us as the the ones that's holding what we know is valuable, it's going to still be valued at 314,159. Outside of
Yeah.
the when it even when the network opens, it's still going to be there. So the question is, how much is that value? How much is that worth to you? So so that's why we say the starting amount, 314,159, is the start
Yeah.
of that value. It can be higher than
Yeah.
that. So it's
So, so I can see Mohammed Rabiu. Thank you for coming in. We have Ahmed Raza. So if you can also put in where you're watching us from, I really appreciate it. Anyone who wants to jump on, please do come on. It's really good getting interesting in here. So Mohammed Rabiu. Diallo, you said 314.59. Well, Mohammed, let me let you know it's worth more than that. Okay, the value is worth more than $314. It's a nice value. It's a nice figure you say, but we the global consensus that has been agreed is $314,159 dollars for one Pi coin. Okay, now, like I said, the developer, Sir Nicholas, made us aware or made us understand that the value of Picoin is going to be determined by us, okay, by the pioneers. Therefore, the global consensus we have agreed. If we make it any less than 314,159 US dollars, we are going to see high fluctuations, okay, in terms of the capital or the money or its worth, because you're going to have a lot of people coming in to buy dump and dump, okay. They're just going to come and buy huge amount of it, wait for the value to go up, they'll cut the money down. But no, if one is at a value of 314,159, tell me how many people can come and buy, let's say, 1 million coins of it and then come and dump it again. It's impossible,
okay.
because you coming in, you have to come in with a huge amount of money to make that purchase. Yeah, to make that purchase, and not many people have that money to make that 1 million. They like the way they do with other meme coins. They just come, oh, I bought 1 billion Shiba Inu. I bought 100 billion trillion Shiba Inu, and I dumped it all. No, it's not going to happen with us. So,
And it was bought on, and it was bought on speculation, where everything that Pi is not based on speculation. Pi is based on Pi, that persistent, that constant 314,159, and it's written in the code. And if you don't, say to go against to state anything less than 314,159 is the goal against what you, as a consensus, what we agreed upon before the network opens. We all agree. We're not saying that that's what it is, that we're making a decision for the core team as far as the exchanges. We would love for the core team to say, yes, 314,159 is what it's going to be listed as. That's not our final decision. Us as pioneers, we say, hey, hear us. That's what we say it is. And I really feel like the core team will hear us and list it at that. However, it's a win-win no matter what. It's a win-win for us, Hops, because we all know in the Pi network and infrastructure amongst ourselves trading it's going to be traded in exchange at the rate of exchange. All the goods, all the services at 314,159. Right now, right now it may look like, because it's in the enclosed stage. It's right now. It's like we're not in agreement, because the core team is allowing us to grow and do things the way we want to. However, eventually it's going to come to an agreement to where the pioneers won't support the apps that's not honoring our global consensus value of 314,159. And so if they want their apps to be supported, they're gonna have
to. I agree with you. Like I said, like I keep saying, you see, the Pi coin, or the Pi network is worth more than we even have the closest
Yes.
idea of. Okay,
Yes.
because the Pi network is the only cryptocurrency, and I repeat, let me state that emphatically and let me be very clear with it. The
Mhm.
Pi network team or the Pi network is the only cryptocurrency ever made, whether in the past, present, or hopefully in the future to come, that has the level of utility wise, utility usage, the level of security, the level of
Yes.
involvement or adoption. There
Yes.
is no single country that you will not find a pie called a pioneer. Never. Because
All over
it
the
is
place.
widespread, it's all over. They took their time to develop this network. And if you put in comparison any cryptocurrency in comparison with the Pi network, they fail woefully. Talk about transaction fee speed, they fail woefully. Talk about the level of security, they fail woefully. Talk about the value, they fail woefully. Utility, they fail. There's no cryptocurrency. Look, let's take for example Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is the only cryptocurrency next to Bitcoin in terms of value as of now. Okay, now there are other cryptocurrencies, but those are the likes of the DeFi community in their community because I know there was the likes of Wonderland and others DeFi which were doing very good. I happened to have the chance on Wonderland and I you know rubbed shoulders with them for a while and the value was crazy. Okay, the value was crazy. However, they couldn't sustain things. But if you look at the plan of the Pi network and the way things have gone, and nobody put in capital, therefore there is no issues with securities. Okay,
Yes.
nobody put in any capital just to
Yes.
acquire your Pi coins. However, if you look at the way it has proceeded, the security checks, the KYCs, if you look at them closely, the development of the apps, if you look closely, the consistency, the number of years of investment that has been gone into it. Like, and I always say, people say, well, how is the Pi Network team going to do this without putting in capital? See, that's the thing. The the the
Value.
the exchanges list these cryptocurrencies not because they've taken money, okay? It's because they have gone in to make purchases of some portion of this, and they because they have acquired them, they are now they now buy and sell. So you go there to buy, you give them your money, you give them your money, and then they give you a little bit of whatever they have
Yes.
at the value which they think that it's going to bring them some profit, and also based on the amount in circulation. And then you find out that some of these cryptocurrencies will be sending airdrops to people at random, high ranked people or celebrities, so that they can influence the value of the crypto. We are not looking. Pi Network are not doing that. We are not sending airdrops to Elon Musk, or we're not sending airdrops to the founders and creators of these other cryptocurrencies. No, 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 no. If you look at what the Pi Network team is offering on the table, you have no other option than to put them in a category high above Bitcoin. Bitcoin is yeah, no, that's a fact.
It would
It's a
say, how
fact.
you know, we say we don't even say why should there be a comparison? We don't have a we're not here to compare because
No, no, no,
that
no, no,
would
no, no.
mean there's a level.
We,
So we're not
yeah,
even comparing because we're not on the same level. We're doing
no,
what we're doing is bringing value to the masses, to the
yes,
people, and utility use. We're not working off of
yeah,
speculation. We're
absolutely.
working off of value. So we're not
Yes,
comparing. We're not trying to compare.
oh,
Cryptocurrencies are doing what they're doing, and Pi as a stabilized digital currency, and we're as
mhm,
pioneers, we're doing what we're doing, bringing value.
yeah. And let me chip in for those who are listening. don't forget, Pi Network has over 1 billion Pi coins as down for liquidity pool. That is the biggest you've ever seen from any other cryptocurrency. That's going to stabilize it. And once the value hits and we are pricing our items, and let's not forget the likes of, like I said, the in China currently has over 35,000 Pi nodes in like working right
Mhm.
now, and that
Mhm.
is a big boost to to the ecosystem and to the network. So there is
Mhm.
no transaction that we cannot handle. There is
Mhm.
no transaction that we cannot handle.
That's
Every
right.
single transaction is going to be done and done quick. With a
Yes.
snap of a finger, your payment is done, and you are buying your car and you're going home with it, cruising and chilling. Now let me
Or
drop this
or
in.
your coffee or tea.
Yeah, your
Coffee,
coffee,
tea.
your tea, your stock, groceries, you name it, everything. Buying plane tickets, going for holidays outside of your country to whichever place, and all that it costs you is literally 0.0000000 something Pi coins, and you
Value.
paid
That's right.
a very less fee for that transaction to go through. No government needed, no banks, nothing. You are
Yes.
your own bank, and you get to pay, make those payments. And not just that, the potential for you to be an investor in the Pi industry, Pi space, is what is going to
Yes.
even further raise the value of Pi coins up. So
Yes.
the value that the global consensus value, the GCV, has been placed is even small.
Serious.
314,159 is even small.
Yes.
The value should go way above that because of the things that, look, the Chinese, do you know the number of the population of China? Okay. And do you know how many of them are into business or e-commerce one way or the other? If they decide to stick with the Pi network and they are making transactions and payments, it is going to render the fiat currency useless.
Useless. That's right.
Yes, it's going to render the fiat currency useless, and you're going to see a sharp decline in the usage of these coins. Already, there are 11
Yes.
countries that have boycotted the use of the US dollar. Now,
Yes.
that's an indication, and that tells you that a lot of things are changing in the industry, or from one scope to the other. Now you are going to have more people more involved in the Pi network, in trying to get their hands on the Pi cryptocurrency. So
Yes.
what are they going to do? The
Yes.
fact
That's
that
right.
the fact that you can come into the Pi network without making payment. So this is what I'm going to see coming. A lot
Yes.
of people are going to want to come in, so you will be able to register, as in you want to be a Pi network, into the Pi network or be part of it. Yes, it's allowed, and because it's allowed, now after you come in, you have to have some Pi points for validation or verification to be done. And
Yes.
you and me, as pioneers who started this whole thing, are going to be the one to do that verification and validation. Now,
Yeah.
once they validate themselves, now they become part of the ecosystem, but automatically they don't get access to the money.
No. That's right.
Let's not forget. So, because that is going to happen, we have a minimum that you're supposed to get. And with that being said, you will have to now come into contact, whether you are offering a service, or you are doing something. So you have to make some purchase, buy some, and then eventually all of these people are going to be joined within the ecosystem of Pi Network, actively accepting payments, accepting. So the person is going to say, okay, you know what? I'm willing to accept payment for Pi coins in order for me to get some of the Pi coin. Okay,
Mhm.
so you will find out that somebody who's never been into the Pi ecosystem or the Pi network is now, as a restaurant owner, as a hotel owner, is now willing to accept Pi coins. So
Yes.
that is the only way they are going to get their hands on Pi coins. So you,
Yes.
as a pioneer, will go to that hotel and say, okay, I'm staying for 3 nights, I'm staying for 5 nights, and this is my payment. You scan with your code, boom. You scan the code, money sent. Now that person gets to get Pi coins gradually and building up. and they will be able to use that Pi coins to go to the next person to make a purchase of, let's say, bed sheets, laundry service, this equipment, all these things now. So you find out that the value will be going up and up. How
And
will how are countries going to chip in? The likes of America, the likes of we already know that the American president is literally some crypto savvy. Even his next man is also somebody who's also interested in the crypto space. And if you have these coming in, ladies and gentlemen, you will be a fool, sorry to say, to sell your Pi coins, one Pi coin for $2 or $3.
yeah.
And even that one, if you're found out, you might still lose all your Pi coins and you have to start from scratch. Now
Yes.
accepting Pi as payment, and then gradually you build upon that. So this and many more just lets you understand that Pi network is serious. They are not.
Yes.
I've been saying this. I've been saying this ever since. But you see, the thing is, when good opportunity is closer to you, sometimes you don't see it until it's too late. Okay, until it's too late, and then you're like, oh, had I known? Well, it's always at last. Absolutely. So,
Hey, Hobbs. Hey,
this
Hobbs.
and many more. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear
So,
you.
I wanted to say this I know you're probably about to close out, but before you close
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
before
yeah,
you go,
yeah.
um, and I wanted to say the the pie and the value that we have and that we are bringing, like you,
Hmm.
in regards to what you were saying, as far as like the fiat currencies, every country's currency, fiat currency,
Yeah.
is depreciating, devaluing, as far as the affiliation with, the US, dollar and everything like that. However, so what we are offering is solution and remedy to that failure, that failing, right? The buying power that people
Hmm.
are looking for. We are offering the solution and remedy for that buying power. Pi brings back the buying power, puts the buying power back into the hands where it belongs, back into people's hands, right? So that you don't have to
Absolutely.
use as much. So all of the fiat currencies in all of the country are going to want to um exchange into pi, not pi exchange. You don't we don't you're going to see pioneers. We're going to see that we're not going to want to come out of pi. All of the
There's
all
no
of the
point.
countries are going to want to come into pi because the value is in pi. The solution and the remedy is buying power put back into, and that buying power, that value is in pi, right? Stabilizing all of the fiat currencies, all of the fiat and the digital
Hmm.
currencies in the world, stabilizing it because of what pi as the utility, the value, and what we, the pioneers, the people want is that value, and that's what we're coming with. Even and when the network opens,
Hmm.
everyone will see that pi is value, stable, not
Absolutely.
speculation. Yep, that's the last.
Yes.
I didn't mean to
Thank you
cut
so
you.
much. Thank you. No, 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 no. I really appreciate things the way you said. Now, if you are here and you're watching me, ladies, I'm about to close. Please do subscribe. Okay, do subscribe. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to have a session again where we're going to be discussing about the after mainnet, what you are going to do. So
Yes.
please do subscribe, share this. I just got a notification. We've gotten to 25,000 views. That is great. In total, big ups, big ups, big ups.
Yes.
The goal is to hit somewhere within the 1 million and over. So you see, this is the place where you have to be because we are providing you with the top information, providing with top information regarding the
Yes.
Pi network. And we are letting you see, we are uncovering the sheet, the film that has been covered. So you get to see the potential of the network that you are part of.
Yes.
This is the most amazing network in terms of cryptocurrency that
Right.
any other person you can actually get your hands on. And
Facts.
so don't let go of this opportunity. And let's not forget, we only have a couple of few months, if not days. And
Mm.
then that thing which we've been hoping and looking forward to is going to be uncovered and it's going to come in the in the clear sight for everyone
Yes.
to see. So, on that note, thank you so much, Ivan. I really
Thank
appreciate
you,
today's
Hops.
um, 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 talk. It's been a very fruitful one. And tomorrow, like I said, I will be coming on here and we'll be having at least like
I'll
an
be here.
hour talk. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be having about an hour's talk with each and every person out here. I really want to see more Nigerians. I want to see more Ghanaians. I want to
Yes.
see, I know some of you, I know a lot of people are watching me. Your Ghanaians, your Nigerians, South Africans, Kenyans,
Yes.
Philippines, Malaysians, all over the globe, all over the Australia. We have the
Yes.
likes of so many other people all over.
Americans.
Please,
Americans.
Americans, yes, Americans.
South
Let me not forget
Americans.
Americans,
Everybody.
Americans, South
Pioneers.
Americans,
Let's go.
Canadians, everybody, everybody. Let's go. This is our time, ladies and gentlemen. This is our time now, and I want you all to join me and be ready when the time comes. We need to be collaborative. We need to have that entrepreneurial mindsets, okay, of how to use what we've been part of for years, for the past 5, 4 years, what we've been part of to build where we want to get to. Okay,
Yes.
I want to have a passive income flow. That is a goal. Okay,
Well,
all the time,
that's right.
my money has to work for me, and I believe your
Working.
money also has to work for you to
That's
get to
right.
that greater heights that you need to. Some people can't stay still, but look, I can enjoy. I have many ways of enjoying my money without having to work. So the
Right.
same should you also be. Now I'm trying to get. We are pushing to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube. Okay, we're pushing. We've already clocked 1,500.
We're
We're
there. We're
still
gonna get it.
pushing. So please do share, do subscribe, watch. You can literally put it on and have it at the back and playing whilst you're in your house working and doing other things, so that
That's
you
right.
can be listening to positive vibes, positive, good, rich information, which is going to transform and change your life. Okay. Now
Right
tomorrow,
knowledge, facts for pioneers. We information to broaden our horizons, to showing,
yes,
encouraging one another to participate, to be active in this global movement for pie, putting the buying powers
yes.
back into the hands of the people. Also, Hops, the content. If you don't, I'm not sure if you, the content is enough. Someone else that I really feel like we should, you should think about collaborating with. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow. That's the last thing. I'm not going to cut in no more. But, but yeah,
No, 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 it's good. It's good. Yes, so I'm hoping to collaborate with other people, build up the ecosystem, build out the club. If they are willing to collaborate with me,
that's right.
100%. Like I said, I'll
That's
bring 100% fact to the table, distributing as much realness to each and every person, saying it as it is, and bringing in good content. I'm always looking forward to improving upon myself in terms of the delivery. Sometimes there were few hits here and there, but I'm getting better and better as the time goes on. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We have 9 people watching at the moment. I really appreciate this. This has been a very wonderful session. 2 hours, 12 minutes, and counting. And tomorrow, don't miss out. So tomorrow, don't
See
miss
y'all
out.
tomorrow.
Come in and see you all tomorrow. Have a
See.
wonderful time. Okay, guys.
Share it,
And
share it out, share.
yes, please share it up. Share it up. Watch as much as you can. Let's help me to get to that 2,000. Now, I also have other videos on my channel. Okay, like I said, Hobbs is for crypto based, primarily on the Pi network. Also, I try my best to do animations for kids, with Bible stories and stuff. And I do a lot of stuff also on my shorts. Please do watch. It's about a minute and 60 seconds shorts on my channel. Subscribe, share, watch as much as you can. Let's hit that 4,000. Let's start getting monetized,
Yeah.
because there's so much that I can do, bringing you top equipment, top everything, and also a dedication of my time to make sure that pioneers, you are receiving the best of the best. Until tomorrow, please do take care of yourself. God bless you all and protect yourself at all times and be safe out there wherever you do. Thank you, Ivan, for coming in.
Thank you.
I'll be seeing
Have an
you guys
excellent night. Have
tomorrow.
an excellent night, Hops. Have an excellent night, everyone.
Cheers. Thank you so much. All right. Everybody,
Peace.
bye bye.
All right.
All right. So good, 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 good. Have a wonderful day, every evening, and thank you all for tuning up. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.